you please, the pipe is gonna squeeze and whoo, I love it.
Good evening, welcome to RPTV. I'm Craig Stagner coming to you from the JK Auto Repair Studio. This is your All Parts Auto Salvage Weekend Race Report. Well, appreciate all of you joining us here, especially if you just jumped over from watching the NASCAR that just wrapped up from Michigan. We'll be talking about that here in a few minutes. Got a really busy one. Had a short show Wednesday. Well, I tell you, we have a lot to talk about this week, so let's get right into it. Lebanon Midway Speedway on Friday night. The USRA B-Mod winner was Chris Jackson. Late model Mark Simon. Midwest Mod Brian White. Carla Lampe takes the win in the pure stock, and Hornets was Randy Dye. Over at Dallas County Speedway on Friday night, the USRA B-Mods, I didn't really find out what happened, but I did see that Robbie Ewing took the win and that J.C. Morton had a disqualification. I don't know what that was about. I don't know how that played out, but that was interesting to see. Robbie Ewing with the win. Colt Cheevers with the Midwest Mod win. Pure Stock James Reedus. USRA Stock Cars was John Gamble, and Mini Stock Daniel Barton. Over at Lucas Oil Speedway, A-Mod winner was Derek Ramirez. Chris Jackson, after he takes the win at Midway on Friday night, comes back to Lucas Oil and takes the win in the B-Mod. On Saturday, Gary Donaldson with the USRA Stock Car win, and Street Stocks goes to Johnny Finnewald. Not too far away from there at Lake Ozark Speedway on Saturday night, Todd McCoy with a Lake Ozark Speedway late model victory. The USRA B-Mod was Earl Pryor. Pure Stock was Aaron Gustin. And Colin Palmer with the Street Stock win. The POWRi Midwest Lightning Sprint Stanley Kreisel. I see Tony Bricato's joined us, and Tony, don't you worry, we're going to be talking about your daughter Kenzie here coming up pretty soon. The E3 Speedway on Saturday night, your rookie class winner Keaton Purvis, Junior 1 Gavin Chrysler, Junior 2 was Malia Switzer, Ben Chapman takes the quarter midget, Senior midget was Caden Taylor, Predator Light class was John Hilton, Predator Heavy was Brandon Oliver. The Open Class and 50 Plus winner, both of those were taken by John Eagleberger. Glad to see the E3 Speedway had some good weather this week. Historic Bolivar Speedway really doing well now with just the one asphalt track going. All of those racers, it seems, or a good portion have moved over to Bolivar Speedway. So they've had a really good run of races here lately. Glad to see that. Baby grand winner was old Cole Mizio. Congratulations, Cole. Late model Jordan Nisbet. Modified Richard Lewis. The Chargers was Justin Gant. Street Stock Sean Schmidt. Super 6 Coy Adams. So congratulations to all of them. Over in Salina, at the Salina Highbank Speedway on Saturday night, your B-Mod winner was Willie Gamble. Super Stock was Colby Atherton. Modified Jared Russell. Pure Stock Brady Walsh. The trophy class was Parker Sloan. And at Central Missouri Speedway, Kevin Blackburn took the A-Mod win. B-Mod winner was Joe Walker. David Rafferty with the Mod Lights win. Bobby Russell in the Pure Stock, and Street Stock was Clayton Campbell. Legit Speedway on Saturday night over in West Plains. Late model winner there was Hunter Gilmore. Ray Roy with another bone stock win. Robert Powers in the IMCA Modified. The USRA B-Mod was Blake Horton. Hobby Stock John Steiner. Springfield Raceway had a big turnout. Looked like they had a lot of cars come out for that Saturday night race. A really good turnout. The IMCA A-Mod winner was Stephen Boyers Jr. Grayson Cox with the Legends win. Midwest Mod, the A-Class, Jeremy Leahy, and the B-Class was Toby Sherrill. Pete Richardson takes the mini late model win. Pure Stock James Reedus, and USRA B-Mod Justin Comer. So a pair of wins there for James Reedus over the weekend. Glad to see that. Monette Motor Speedway in Monette, Missouri. Midwest Mod Mason Martin with the win. Late model was Justin Wells. Chad Summerford with another win in the pure stock class, and B mod was Rusty Ricard. Humboldt Speedway on Friday night, Tanner Mullins takes the win in the A mod class. The mod lights, Dylan Rafferty, Tyler Kidwell takes the B mod, and Jacob Ellison was your Midwest mods. Nevada Speedway did run, but we have not gotten the results on that yet. Now, Hillbilly Speedway, Hillbilly Speedway in Fairgrove, Missouri, up Highway 65 from Springfield north. Turn right or east on 125 at the new Come and Go, and on about half to 3/4 of a mile down on your right is Hillbilly Speedway. They have had just a fantastic season of racing. The turnout has been just huge with the car count and the crowd. So if you haven't been there yet, can't recommend it highly enough. This weekend, your V8 class on Saturday night, the winner, Tim Jenkins, Ezekiel Burgess was the second, and Dakota Power was third. The V6 class had an A and B. The A class, James Dewitt. Shannon Cothry is second. Wyatt Hathcock third. The B class of V6, Justin Clancy with the win. Nick Belangi is second, and Brian Long third. The four-cylinder, Darren Moyers with the win. Hunter Steele second, and Cody Smith third. And the four-cylinder B class, Joe Vestal, Mike Clancy, and Hunter Sleep. That's how it turned out there at Hillbilly Speedway. Great to see a full night of racing there. Loretta Lynn's National Amateur Motocross Series. This, for those of you who don't know, this was a series that was held this past week. Wrapped up yesterday, just northeast of Nashville, Tennessee. This is the March Madness type showing for all the amateur motocross racers. Anybody has gone through there. Well, one of the girls that we helped sponsor, who we really think the world of, Kenziebricato, she's, I think, 14, and she was running a pair of classes. She ran the girls 11 to 16, which is pretty age appropriate there. She finished 9th, top 10. You got to remember, this is the top 42 racers in the entire nation. So you take the top 42 girls, 11 to 16, and of those, Kenzie with the top 10 finish. Congratulations, Kenzie. And in the women's class, that's an open age group. She finished 23rd. So she is right in the middle of the pack in the unlimited age group. Really proud of her. An outstanding performance by Kenziebricato. It's a big commitment for the whole family to go do that. Now, also another local racer from Clever, Missouri, sponsored by McCoy Auto Group, is Mr. Gavin McCoy. Now, Gavin is a big-time racer. He is a stud for sure. He's raced at the KTM Futures event. I think that was in San Diego. He runs the electric class. Now, if you've been watching me for any kind of time, the electric motorcycles are something that I am just crazy about. I think they're going to be a huge part of the growth of motocross with the youth. Well, Gavin races the electric bike, and he went there, and in the 4 to 6 junior class, he finishes. First moto had a rough one, but second, he finished 13th. Second moto, he was 4th, and third moto, 5th. He ends up 5th for the weekend. Again, top 42 racers in the country. He finished number 5 in the nation. Congratulations to Gavin McCoy. A couple of other racers that we know from the Motorhead Events Indoor Arena Cross Series. Mason Houghton run the 65 pair of classes, had a couple good finishes in it. Congratulations to Mason. His mom, Jerica, I know, was super proud of him. And Brendan King from Aurora, Missouri, qualified for Loretta Lynn's in the Super Mini class. That's basically an 85cc bike with a bigger wheels on it. Probably a lot of fun to race. That's the 12 to 15 class. Congratulations again to all of them who made it to the Loretta Lynn's this past week. As we said in the beginning, NASCAR just finished up. They run a doubleheader in Michigan this week. Kevin Harvick, man, he made some of that folding cash this weekend. Takes the win on Saturday. Brad Keselowski is second, Martin Truex third, Ryan Blaney 4th, and Kyle Busch 5th. That was yesterday. Now, just moments ago, wrapping up, Kevin Harvick again takes the win. Denny Hamlin kept him honest. It was close right up till the finish. Martin Truex with another third. Kyle Busch, after his fifth on Saturday, finished fourth, and Joey Logano finished fifth today. Kevin Harvick and Denny Hamlin have just absolutely outclassed everybody this year. I just can't imagine that it won't be one of the two of those taking a championship, and it looks like it's Kevin Harvick if I was putting money on it. Xfinity raced. That was yesterday. Now, they were in Wisconsin on the Road America course at Elkhart Lake. I don't know why I had trouble with that. Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin. So I tried to say it again. Smart. Austin Cindric takes the win. AJ Allmendinger is second, and Chase Briscoe third. Now, the Gander RV Series was in Michigan on Friday night. Taking his first career win was Zane Smith. You know how that has to feel good. You know how good it feels to take your win at a local track. He gets his first NASCAR truck win. Congratulations to Zane. Christian Eckes is second, and Tanner Gray, that kid races everything from drag racing to ARCA Series, and then goes up and finishes top 3 in the Gander Series. That's just outstanding. NHRA Mellow Yellow Series was in Indianapolis for the third event. Your funny car winner, Ron Capps over J.R. Todd. Top Fuel was Steve Torrance over Terry McMillan. Motorcycle, Angel Sampay with the win over Chris Bostic. And Pro Stock, Jeg Coughlin Jr. over Troy Coughlin Jr. That had to be a lot of fun. You got a couple of the young ones there, all family. Jeg Coughlin Jr. over Troy Coughlin Jr. for the Pro Stock win earlier today. Drag racing, oh yeah, there was drag racing going on this weekend. Over at Mokan, sportsman class, Don Avendette takes Andrew Goss in the finals. The motorcycle, Joe Lawyer over Steve Vincent. Junior mod, Cade Peak over Hope Hill. Now get this, you had Cade Peak take the win there. Junior competition, Chloe Peak defeats Jocelyn West. The Super Pro, Braden Peak defeats Matt Lee. So the Peak family going home, that had to be a good trip home. You know you've had those trips to the track that have been rough getting back where just everything went wrong. Well, when you have 3 wins, 3 different people, that's probably, man, they were whistling and singing. That was a good trip home for Mokan for the Peak family. And in the no E class, not to be outdone by much, Don Avendette's son, Dustin Avendette, takes the win over Zach Klein. So 2 families take almost all the wins at Mokan this week. Bonterre drag strip in Bonterre. Cameron Thomas with the wins in the ET class as well as the competition class. Dave Finch in the SC class. I'm not real sure what that was, but congratulations on winning it. And the juniors was Eli Sanning. Coming up on Wednesday, now you know on Wednesdays we talk a little more about the events coming up because there won't be of the races that have finished up. So this week we'll be starting to talk about the August 22nd Titans of 10-5. This will be the third event in the series. That is coming up at Ozark Raceway Park. Had the first one back in June. In last month they had Eddiesville. August 22nd, this will be race number 3 at Ozark Raceway Park before the finals at Mokan on October 17th. I hope that you'll be there with us. It was great the last one, and it looks like I'll be back in the booth with Larry Hunt. It was a great turnout, a great event that Al Schoenwetter and Larry Hunt put together, so I look forward to working with Larry again on August 22nd. This is important to me. Tomorrow is August 10th, and I want to wish, I don't know if she's watching because of the time difference. Gosh, it's 3 a.m. there. Over in Stuttgart, Germany, my beautiful, beautiful oldest daughter, Lexi Gardner. That's her married name. She's married to Jeremy Gardner, who's in the U.S. Navy, stationed in Stuttgart, Germany. My daughter, Lexi, I can't believe it. She is 26 years of age. Well, there she's 26. Here she's still 25 for a few hours. But I want to wish a happy birthday, Lexi. I love you so much, and I wish I could give you a big hug. But coming up tomorrow, happy birthday, 26, for my daughter, Lexi Stagner. Lexi Gardner. She's always going to be Lexi Stagner to me, but Lexi Gardner. So don't forget to join us back here on Wednesday night at 6 p.m. for the All Parts Auto Salvage Midweek Report. We'll also have the birthdays and anniversaries brought to you by Hodges Tree Trimming and the Appleton Imaging Race Forecast. That'll be all coming up on Wednesday night at 6 p.m. Thank you so much for joining us here. We'll look forward to seeing you then. For ORP TV, I'm Stag.